Hi everyone, welcome to Good for the Game TV and this betting build-up to the big test match taking place at Loftus in around about an hour's time. Of course, that is South Africa against the All Blacks. It's going to be an absolutely cracking match. We've got Hendrik Swart, who's given us conditions report from the ground. Hendrik did try and phone in for this program. Unfortunately, the signal when you get 50,000 spectators together at Loftus is not that great. So he hasn't been able to join us, which is a bit of a pity. It would have been good to see what he's been up to there, because I think he's having a great time, having won the GG Gaming competition. He was flown up from Cape Town for that. But really, really excited about this one from a betting perspective. The atmosphere is going to be unbelievable. And joining me here to talk betting, I've got two of our regular punters on the Good for the Game forum. Let's start off down there in George. I believe it's quite cold there today because my daughter's been playing water polo there. And it's Hein Dumont, a.k.a. Couch Critic. How are you, Couch?
How's it, Brent? Yeah, I'm good. No, it doesn't look like it's quite as nice a day as it is in Pretoria, but no, it started nice and now it's got a bit cloudy and cool, yeah.
Well, just to explain the background here for me, I'm actually sitting at Sun City this weekend. So what you're seeing there is actually a reflection. That's the living room behind me. That's the reflection onto the mountains, and that there was the only angle I could sit at where it didn't look totally dark in the picture. But we've also had an incredible day. The only thing I can say is half of Polokwane, half of the Northwest, half of Gauteng, everybody's at Sun City. I must tell you, the Valley of the Waves, you could not move, but it's really been good. And yeah, certainly conditions here are perfect. And I know that in Pretoria, Hendrik has said conditions are perfect as well. Let's bring in Oracle Rugby from Durban. His face has just disappeared from a monitor for the moment. Let's hope his signal hasn't dropped. Oracle, are you there?
I'm most certainly here. Brent, absolutely. Welcome. And I see you're at Sun City. I've got a house full of people, guests and dogs and all sorts of people, and snakes and everything else. And I see Hein's got his traditional brick wall. I don't know what's behind the brick wall, but yeah, we're ready to go and we're all here.
Yeah, I reckon. Well, we did speak, obviously, on our program, The Handicap, on Thursday night. We spoke a lot about this game, but we didn't go into all the detail of the points and that. And Hein, I'll start off with you. I've received a message from Hendrik earlier saying conditions absolutely perfect on Loftus, and he's going his main bet for the day over 33.5 New Zealand points at 5 to 6. I see that's available at Sunbet. Are you getting roped into the points markets?
Yes, Brent, definitely. There was some, I think last night, there was some 55 total points in the game. So if you're a bit scared on New Zealand, you can go for total points. If you think the Boks are really going to contribute, then that's the way to go. I did contemplate it a little bit, but eventually I went, my main bet is also New Zealand over 33.5. I think that's, I know there's a lot of vibe going on for the Boks, but a great day, and it's going to be running rugby, and I think the All Blacks are going to score a few, and hopefully Bowden's got his boots on, so 33.5 is where I'm going.
33.5, yeah. I think there's some 35.5 available as well, so if you can get 33.5 on New Zealand, you're getting a pretty good bet. Definitely available there at Sunbet. Oracle, let's bring you in. First of all, are you still firm on the Boks handicap here? I don't think it's changed much since we did Thursday night show. I know Gary at GG Gaming has still got plus 12.5 the Boks at 8 to 10. And if you take advantage of that special that we spoke about on Thursday night, you can get even money the Boks plus 12.5. What do you think of that?
Brent, yeah, I'm not very strong in this particular game, but I do believe that 11, 12, 13, whatever you can get your hands on. I think anything above 9.5, yes. In other words, anything above double digits is value. Look, we do know New Zealand can win this game by 40. South Africa can win by 10. It's a rush going against New Zealand. So if you put a little bit of money on, like I have, you're not going to sweat. You're going to enjoy the game. And I do think it's a bit of value, but I certainly wouldn't go big either way. New Zealand haven't given me the confidence to smash South Africa here. South Africa won the game, obviously, in Wellington. We should have won that game in Brisbane. We didn't. We obviously lost in Argentina, which I called as well. And we didn't beat the plus against Argentina in South Africa. And we beat Australia last week. We should have beaten them by more than that. Look, for me, it's a small play on South Africa plus. Anything above double digits, so 10 plus 10.5 or bigger is a little bit of value for me. I'm not strong on New Zealand, and I'm not strong on South Africa, so it's a tough one for me. With regards to the points, though, you're saying that Hendrik is going over 33 or over 34. That's obviously a runner. Loftus is a high-scoring venue, so we spoke about this the other day, suggesting that I think you said 58 or 56 or something for the game. I've got to believe the points are going to be over 60 here. And if New Zealand get 33 or 34, South Africa should also get around about 30. So I'd say probably the value here is going for the team points over 60 or over 58. I don't know what they are. Sorry.
Yeah, there's about 57.5 points is the average points line I've seen at the moment. Given the bet I like, I think you'll probably agree with me on this one. I actually like the Boks to score a good few points today. I'm going Boks over 22.5 points. I see it's available at just over 9 to 10 at Sunbet and 19 to 20 at World Sports Betting. So that's where I'm going. A nice big chunky bet. That's my main bet of the day. I'm looking for the Boks to score 23 points or more. I don't care. Often when I watch betting with guys who don't watch matches with guys who don't bet, they say, but what happens if New Zealand score? I don't mind. New Zealand can run in 50 points. Because the Boks 23.
100%.
When you play bets, it's often a good thing when the other team runs away with it, because then it opens up consolation tries. But that's not what I'm expecting today. I'm expecting a competitive game. I'm also on the Boks plus 12.5. I'm going to be taking the 8 to 10 at GG Gaming plus 12.5, and I'm going to be emailing Dave at gggaming.bet my slip to get that pushed up to even money, because I do like the Boks, but my far bigger interest is going to be in the points. And so Henrik shouting for points New Zealand, and I'm shouting for points Boks.
Right. I just want to say something, Brent. I think I agree with you. I think South Africa are more likely to get over 30 than New Zealand is to get over 45, if that makes any sense. That's sort of giving them, sort of 7 or 8 more than their current lines, or even 10 more than their current lines. When you look at even lines, I think South Africa are more likely to get over 30 than New Zealand is to get over 45. And if you look at New Zealand, they battled to score 34 against us at Wellington. I don't know if they're going to absolutely smash 33. I mean, look, if I'm pushed to have a go, I'm going over 33, but I don't know if I'm going over 40. And that's where probably the real money is, the 2 to 1s or the 18 to 10s or whatever it is. And I think if you're going South Africa over 28 or over 29, never mind the 22 you're suggesting, I'm with you there. I just think there's another try in it for them. I think South Africa will probably get 30 points here. And for New Zealand to win this game, beat the handicap, I think they're going to score more than 40. I think it's tough.
Well, I don't want to bring you in there now, but just to mention some team news that's coming to us on the live comments from Brad Breath, one of the Good for the Game forum posters. Goodhue is out and Crotty is in. So Crotty now starts. Look, I don't think New Zealand have got so much depth, it probably doesn't weaken them too much. But Hein, if you're still with us, anything else from your side on maybe the try scorer markets?
Oh, Brent, that's definitely not good news for me. I was quite chuffed that Goodhue was playing, and he's definitely better at outside centre than Crotty. But I don't know, they'll probably interchange a bit there between Sonny Bill and Crotty. But still, guys, you're going for the lethal era there. I think you're going to be at the edge of your seats backing against the All Blacks. It's never a nice place to be. So good luck for that run there, Brent. I hope you've got a comfy seat there in Sun City, because those plus 12 points could disappear in the last 10, and over 40 points for the All Blacks as well. Boks, I think the All Blacks will be better defensively than they were. So I don't see the Boks scoring more than 30 that Oracle was talking about. I mean, that I don't see that happening. On the other markets, the last try scorer is the one I really like. I've got a little nibble there on Richie Mo'unga at 20 to 1. He's obviously going to come on late in the game. Altitude, everyone's going to be tired. End of the long season, basically, for these goats. It's going to be a little bit open, and he's got a step and a half on him at 20 to 1. I think you could do worse there. And then, even though I'm expecting some tries and some points, World Sports Betting has got no try to be scored in the first 8.5 minutes. I think that's just a little bit short, and that's at 11 to 10. So I think there's a little bit of value to say that the first penalty might be taken at goal and might be a little bit tougher. So 8.5 minutes without a try is the other place I'm going for a little interest there at 11 to 10 with World Sports Betting.
Yeah, that's quite a nice one as well. I like those sort of time of first try markets. I think just to clarify where I'm coming from, I had a good look at these sides as well, and I just think if the Boks are a team on the up, they got every chance of pushing New Zealand close here. I was very impressed with them defensively in Wellington, and even last week, the second half against Australia, they held out really well. And I'm starting to get the feeling that the Boks are going to get a bit more ball as well, and can hopefully do a little bit more with it. So, yeah, I'm on the Boks handicap, but like you say, going against the All Blacks is always scary, and that's why the Boks points for me is the bigger bet. The other thing I liked was looking at some of the anytime try scorer markets. I think you had Deante in there, Gavin, at around about 17 to 10, you were saying.
Yeah, I did see that. Sorry, Brent. Let me just try and find it. Look, last week I tipped Ike at 9 to 10, and he scored before I could say he's going to score at 9 to 10. I know you had that little 500 with me. I think he scored so quickly we couldn't even pronounce his name in time. I mean, I've got to believe that's probably the Rugby Championship quickest try ever. Look, give me a minute to look through them. But yeah, Deontay definitely. I mean, Zodak's in top form, and I'd say absolutely. But give me a minute, and I'll look through the players and tell you what I think.
Well, while you're there, welcome to a couple more boys logging on through the live chat scene. Bo, he of course is in PE. He's not giving us the weather forecast today, but good to see him there as well. But really, this game, from a betting perspective, it's one that I'm getting quite involved in. But Hein, let me just ask you quickly before Gavin wraps up from his side. On Thursday night, we were all unanimous. Argentina, the best bet of the weekend. There's definitely been a bit of money for them. I see pretty much 8 to 10. I think is probably the best you're going to get at the moment. There might be a little bit more. Are you still firmly in the Argentina camp for the game taking place in the early hours of Sunday morning?
Yes, definitely. I'm pretty involved at the 17 to 20. I think I got, but I decided to dip my toe in for a little bit more, and I've actually gone Argentina half-time, full-time at 13 to 10 is the best I've seen. I'm still going to shop around and see if I can get more than that, but I think they'll start well and they'll end well. I don't see the Aussies leading anywhere really. So half-time, full-time Argentina, I think is a decent play at about 13 to 10.
About 13 to 10 there for you. Right, Gavin, you've been surfing the net there for 5 minutes since we last spoke to you. You find what you're looking for?
It was about 50 seconds, but yes, I'm on it. I found 3 guys that caught my attention, and I looked through the whole list. I looked through the New Zealanders as well. Look, with regards to New Zealand, seriously, anybody can score there. I'm expecting New Zealand to probably score at least 4 tries. It's an absolute lottery to decide who's going to score them. With regards to South Africa, I like Kitsoff. I found Kitsoff anytime try scorer 11-1. Sorry, I'm not sure if he's in the starting lineup, but I know that he's definitely one of those guys that hangs around the back of the ruck, a sort of Malcolm Marx position. He also lurks around the poles when they've got close scrums or close sort of plays. And Kitsoff's always somebody, if we're 11-1 anytime try scorer, I'm definitely interested. Faf de Klerk, I mean, you've got at 4-1. I think the Oak definitely scores a try every 4 games. So yeah, Faf de Klerk at 4-1 is a runner. And Deontay at 17-10, 7-4 on the fraction. We saw him score at 9-10 last week. And he's an absolute blitz. He's scoring almost every week. He's a shit-in, if I'm allowed to say that. Sorry.
Well, you're not, but I think it's too late now, seeing that we're live. But
gets off his starting, by the way. He's starting at
well, then the 11-1's a big runner.
Yeah, okay, 11-1. So Gavin, before we close off with you, then what is your best bet on the Bok game?
Yeah, the best bet on the Bok game. I'm gonna go with you, Brent. Is South Africa to score more than 22, and if you're a little bit brave, go for the 27s or 28s or 29s. In other words, another try. So 22 is sort of three tries and a couple of penalties, maybe a missed conversion. And I honestly think South Africa score more than 30 here, and I'm quite confident on that. So anything 29 or more, 30 or more points. And with regards to tries, you can go South Africa over 3.5 tries. I think it's a good punt.
Yeah, well, I see Sunbet they've got over 26.5 points at 1.75 to 1. Yeah. So just over
7-4, perfect.
So that would, okay, Han, give us your bet then. Best bet.
All Blacks over 33.5, and the 8.5 minutes for first try, I think, is also. I'm actually having a decent dig at that one.
Okay, and I'm having quite a big strike on the box, scoring 23 more points or more. Guys, thanks very much for joining us. Good punting on this game, and to any of you who stay up late to watch the Argentina game, enjoy that one as well. We're all on Argentina anywhere between 8 to 10 and the 17 to 20 mark. And thanks to all the guys on the live chat as well. Enjoy the game, guys. It's going to be some serious punting. I've just got to decide, do I stay here and watch in my room at Sun City, or do I go find a pub somewhere? And as I get older, I get lazy. I think I'm probably going to park up on one of the couches behind me here. Guys, thanks a lot.
Cheers, guys.